Welcome back. I'm Cami Cam, and you're watching What's Hot. Today, we're talking to female hip hop artists. Mona Lisa has joined us as we continue our conversation. So, Mona Lisa, what made you leave Bermuda 10 years ago?
Well, at the time I left, I remember the date. It was September 24th, 1998. My mother wanted to venture off and do some new things with her life and leave Bermuda, and she wanted to pursue her lawyer's degree, which is farther out there than she's ever been. She's working with the mayor of Chicago Police Department. She's into politics, so that was my reason for leaving at that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
We love that you're back in Bermuda, but tell us more about you in Chicago.
Well, like I said, I moved in 98. I was about 9, 10 years old, so I went out there in grade school and then junior high school and high school, and during that time, you know, I learned different things and I picked up on music, which I started to do about 2004, which I was about 15 or 16. So after that time, you know what I mean, I just got into the music with my friends and things of that nature out there, and
Well, how was high school and music?
Well, I really wasn't into any extra activities, like, you know. I was kind of, to be honest, I was kind of rebelling from not being in Bermuda with my friends and my family. So I was just doing whatever. I was kicking it with the wrong people. I was, you know, just being a little rascal, if you could say that. So I got into the music with my friends and stuff. We started hanging out. You know, we did what young people did, smoking and drinking and stuff, you know. And that's how Mona Lisa pretty much came about with the music aspect, you know.
Okay, so what would you say is different from the music industry in Bermuda than Chicago?
Everybody's really pushing each other in Chicago when it comes to the music. In Bermuda, it's more like every man for himself. And now that I'm a part of the radio business, I try to push everybody, like, with what I can, because I work for a reggae radio station. So it's not that easy pushing all the artists that I would like to. But as far as Bermuda goes, I feel like everybody just needs to kind of pitch in for the right artists that are really doing stuff and pushing themselves and making good music.
Yeah. So you say that you're doing radio. How do you balance being a radio personnel and doing your music and having, like, basically your competitors, you having to be generous to your competitors? How do you take that?
Well, I've been a radio personality for a year now, so I kind of put my music to the side. I haven't been really concentrating on it because I wanted to get better at, which is now my new career, you know what I mean, in radio. So I feel as if next year, 2014, I got a fresh new start. I'm into my radio thing. People know who I am. I've locked my fans in. So next year, that's when I'm going to start back writing again and putting out music and, you know, giving somebody something to talk about.
Wow.
You know?
And so we've heard that you've been shot at. Can you please tell us about that?
Yeah, well, you know, living in Chicago is rough out there. And I just want to say, especially when it comes to the gang violence in Bermuda, it's kind of like no reason for it down here, if you could understand where I'm coming from with that. Like, anybody could get shot in Chicago. You could be a lady walking down the street to go pick up your son or daughter from nursery school, and somebody's going to come shoot you and kill you. Like, anybody could get shot out there, you know what I mean? So
where exactly did you get shot?
I got shot like 2 inches from my ankle.
Are you able to show us?
Yeah, with Tim's on it makes it kind of difficult, but it's like it went from one side to the other.
Wow.
Yeah, I was it came right through. I couldn't walk for like about 6-7 months. Like, I literally had to teach myself how to walk again.
Wow.
So with that happening, and then with my cousin passing, that made me switch my style of music up from the old manner where I was, you know, talking about all the other stuff to kind of make me settle down and talk about some real life stuff, like, you know, people dying and life and, you know, just living pretty much. So
would that old Mona Lisa come back now that you're doing conscious music? Will we ever see her again?
You know, sometimes, you know, life throws some different curveballs at you. So, you know, music is kind of like an outlet. sometimes I need to say some things in music that I won't actually go do in these streets or with anybody. Like, you know, it kind of calms you down. It's something like a curse word, and you say the curse word, it kind of prevents you from doing what you really want to do. So, you know, she might come back, she might not. I don't know. I'm not too sure about that.
Wow. Well, you seem like you're on a positive road. So do you have any advice to any other rappers coming up?
Oh, yeah. You know, I just feel like everybody should be sticking together when it comes to promotion. You got to have your own team, though. I notice teams work out better than just yourself. Like, if you pushing your music by yourself, you're not really going to get out there like you would like to. Right. So with a team, you build a good team with people that's loyal, that want to see you go somewhere, then, you know, you can actually make it happen. And make sure that the people that's around you are telling you the truth about your music, and they're not just trying to gas you up. And, you know what I mean? Really be honest with you about your style and your craft. And being in the radio business, I find it even more easier to kind of just tell people, like, you know, you should really get that remastered, or you should do that over and stuff like that, because I'm hearing on an everyday basis good quality music.
Yeah, so basically you're saying that you should surround yourself with success.
Yes, definitely.
And that's the key.
And people that want to see you get further.
I like that.
Yeah.
It is very interesting about you processing from Chicago back to Bermuda. It was really, really great having you on my show.
Thanks, I had a great time coming.
Thank you. When we come back from the break, Amaury will be joining us on the show.
I feel like Bermudians don't appreciate the talented youth coming up that they hear up, and then by the time they realize it, it's almost like a story. It's like they used to be a good runner, or they used to be a good rapper, but you know, you see them getting whack every day still.